Problem solving, inventing, hacking, and coding is more of an adrenaline rush of endorphins rather than a feeling. Bureaucracy kills people's ability to try new ideas. Hacking involves a different way of looking at problems that no one's thought of. High IQ individuals don't like surprises and are pessimistic because it's logical. My personality is extremely unbalanced. Once your IQ is 150 or over, it stops being ability and becomes a disability. I'm a typical Irishman in that I only get home for weddings and funerals. Humans have 3% human error, and a lot of companies can't afford to be wrong 3% of the time anymore. So we close that 3% gap with some of the technologies. The AI we developed doesn't make mistakes. You have a core competency, something you're better at than I'll ever be, and that's your magic, your pixie dust. At Sussex University, I developed a system called WinlockX to help with the process of translating software into foreign languages. If you look at any normal organization, the CEO is the person with the highest EQ. The person with the highest IQ is often in the back room running the financials or the operations. That's topsy-turvy. My left brain has gradually eaten the right brain capabilities away. I invite people to read the hundreds of positive articles instead of getting affected by the occasional outburst from a troll. City of Los Angeles is my home, and it is my duty to lead by example, contribute all that I can, and help make the world a better place with the tools and resources available to me. When I was 13, I thought I was pretty hot stuff because I knew basic programming, self-taught on the family's Commodore 64. One of my crowning accomplishments was writing a silly little program that showed a crudely drawn space shuttle lifting off in a cloud of pixelated smoke. I was about 9 years old when a teacher administered my IQ test. Unfortunately, as I was 9, I didn't know that I needed to keep the paperwork for future reference. We have a 25-year head start for the stories of Scorpion. By the time we get to season 2 and 3, the stuff that happened because of season 1 will actually fuel season 3. So it'll become a self-sustainable show. I'm left brain dominant, so anxiety and nervousness don't affect me. Most emotions don't. Flying down a tunnel of ones and zeros is not how hacking is really done. There are kids going into chemistry and biology because of CSI. Most managers are just trying to survive. That's why a lot of smarter guys have been let go from Fortune 500 companies, because they came up with new ideas that no one would allow them to try. It's an honor to live in and serve the great city of Los Angeles. I'm also immensely grateful for the support I've received from Ireland. My personal philosophy is that people should be extremely selfish for the first half of their life and extremely unselfish for the second half, because then they can do the most good. I am extremely left brain dominant, probably 95% to 5%. The feeling side of my brain is not really strong. I didn't fit in at school. And I didn't fit in at home, and I didn't know why. I was often lonely. If you've made enough money where you're not worried about the rent or survival, you start asking yourself why you're on this planet. Your point is to do the most good you can before you die. Well, I could do more good if I didn't die. As software engineers trained to turn ambiguity into absolutes and fuzzy requirements into ones and zeros, we had a eureka moment when we realized that our training had broader, real-world applications. It's a pleasure to contribute to the entrepreneurial community at USC. I look forward to making tangible and inspirational contributions to the Houston Technology Center's initiatives. HTC is an engine behind Houston's and Texas' continued growth. The methodologies and best practices used to develop software can be applied successfully to any challenge in life. Maybe I was unpopular a bit because I was a teacher's pet. But even the teachers complained about me. They would say to my parents, "For every one question any pupil asks, Walter asks 10. Having one of the highest IQs ever measured is as much a curse as it is a blessing. My parents were great, though. They were always seeking the most difficult presents possible for me, Rubik's Cubes, and things like that. MTech Asia brings together some of the brightest minds in technology and computer security. Much of our brain power goes unused, and many people could benefit greatly from optimizing their mental assets. It's an honor for me to contribute to Houston's younger generations and show them that smart is cool. The California Science Center is a cornerstone in California's push to educate and encourage students to reach their full potential and to pursue careers in science and engineering. I'm proud to be part of the fabric that inspires the next generations to remain curious and remember that smart is cool. As a youth, I and most of the other smarter kids in school got picked on by bullies. I was a big guy even at a young age and would take the beatings from my friends, who were often smaller and scrawnier. It's common in rural Ireland to pick up a nickname that relates to an animal, bird, or a spider. Mine became Scorpion because I fought back, and scorpions are docile creatures until pushed too far. I started the business as a computer consulting business, which, coupled to my nickname, Scorpion, formed the full name Scorpion Computer Services. When I started losing business to salespeople who were using used car salesman kind of tactics, I realized I can't ignore the EQ thing. It's going to kill sales. I've only twice in my life come across someone with both high IQ and high EQ naturally, and that was because their parents were super high EQ, and the parents just EQ'd the hell out of them. They're inevitably very successful because now you've got someone who's sharper than the average person and well-rounded, too. A high IQ individual can't deal in an industry that's subjective.